Hey y'all, happy Friday y'all. So let's jump into a quick collective reading. This is going to be for all zodiac signs y'all. I want y'all to take what resonate with y'all and just leave the rest behind. Let's see what we have for the collective today. I hope everybody Friday starting off good and I hope y'all have a good weekend. Alright, so we have the Empress here. What else we did? What else we got for the collective spirit? So the Empress is sitting pretty, looking real good. Alright, you have the World card and you also do have the High Priestess here. Alright, so everything is centering you collective is the World card. All right, so we already know the World card is the most powerful card in the deck, y'all. Right, so it represents cycles changing, it represents new beginnings, it represents endings. Okay, but for you collective today, it's coming up in reverse. All right, so that represents needing to wrap up some loose ends or unfinished business in some areas. Okay, so perhaps it's some things that you need to evaluate. Not only that, y'all, but we have Chiron about to get ready to go retrograde. Okay, so that's gonna be bringing back up that shadow side, those old feelings that you're gonna feel like you dealt with them already and you faced your shadow with yourself. All right, but like I always like to tell people, shadow work is never ending. Okay, so it's one of those never ending process. Your shadow has the ability to present itself at any moment. Okay, and so a lot of us are going to be experiencing that. You're going to see that happening with Chiron going retrograde. Okay, so if you're not familiar with Chiron in astrology represents the wounded healer energy. Okay, so it represents that deepest wound that you need to heal from. All right, and that is also the area where you're going to be able to heal and help others too to get past certain things. All right, so I do recommend you do some research if you don't know what your Chiron placement is. Very, very important, y'all. Energy is very, very real, and as much as you can master the astrology, the better you will be able to help yourself. Okay, because it is it's like a cheat code, really. Seriously, it's energy. Okay, that's all we deal with here, y'all. All right, so the World card showing up here in reverse, that could be symbolizing those old feelings coming up. All right, also a major arcana that you have here collective is the High Priestess here. So we know the High Priestess is all about truth and she's connected to intuition and knowing, okay, on a higher level. All right, but that's coming up in reverse, so you may start to get a sense of questioning yourself, whether you're on the right path, whether you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You might even start to question your life purpose, those kind of things. Okay, and like I say, questioning yourself whether you dealt with certain emotional issues that you have. Okay, so that's probably going to come up for you. What you do have is the Empress here also, which the Empress is all about unconditional love. Okay, so it's about loving yourself, self-love on the highest level. Okay, so that's developing that love relationship with yourself. All right, so it's going to be very important for you to reassure yourself at this time that you're on the right path, especially if what you're doing is what you have been doing and it has been working for you. Okay, so that's going to be very important. Somebody is calling me while I'm doing this, but that's all right. So we have the Three of Swords here. Okay, so we know the Three of Swords represent it could represent confusion, anguish. Okay, specifically matters of the heart and when it deals with our emotions. All right, but the swords lets us know that it's on a mental level. Okay, so remember, when we're dealing with the astrology, we're really dealing with our mental processes. Okay, and that's what your Chiron is all about. All right, so you're starting to feel like the energy is heavy, and once before you was moving in the right direction, everything was going good, and now you're starting to question yourself, like sort of like imposter syndrome, y'all. All right, so a lot of people are being faced with that too. I'm getting that coming up a lot. All right, y'all, this video is keep getting interrupted, but like I said, I'm getting a lot of that in like the personal readings, y'all. Okay, with people just feeling the heavy imposter syndrome. Okay, if you're not sure what that is, do your research on that too. It's basically a thing of dissonance where you have proven yourself to be successful, you have proven to yourself that you are capable of doing certain things, you figured out for the most part, you know who you are, you're solid within your energy, but then it hits you that those you start questioning yourself again, whether you're worthy or not. Do you deserve the things that you're getting? Those kind of things. All right, so that's kind of like what imposter syndrome is about, but do your research. All right, so I've been getting there a lot in the personal readings, personal sessions. So a lot of people are being faced with that now, and the energy is gonna get much heavier as it gets closer to Chiron actually going retrograde, but the energy is already starting to hit. All right, so let's get a Moonology card, y'all. I apologize for the interruptions, but people just be calling your phone. Let's see if we get from the Moonology deck, and we're gonna end it for the collector. Let's see. All right, you have look at the bigger picture, okay? And that's a full moon in Sagittarius card, which we know Sagittarius is all about expansion, okay? So this is going to be the time when you're going to be fighting basically against your mind, okay? Fighting to revert from going backwards, okay? You want to continue to move forward, all right? So don't let your emotions, your negative thoughts get you back into old patterns, okay? So we all are could possibly be going through that at this particular time, but that's what you want to be working your way through. All right, you also do have don't let your pride get in the way, and I'm gonna pull one more that says adjustments are required. Okay, so I want you to take those messages the way you take them collective. I hope everybody enjoyed the weekend, y'all. Again, I'm sorry about the interruptions, and